Let's take a look at how our grades work in Speech 1318 interpersonal communication. You've seen that my grading system is a little bit different. I don't use a standard points or percentage based system. What I use is what's called specifications grading, and I've blended it with mastery learning. That affects how we look at the grade. So our grade is based on the modules you complete in this course. It's no coincidence that we have 5 modules and we have 5 letter grades, right? So, specifications grading says you turn in or meet a certain number of requirements. For us, that's all the required work. You turn that in, I grade it, and you must meet an 80% mastery level. This is where the mastery learning part comes in. If you have not met that level, what you can do is resubmit work to earn a higher grade. So, we've got to keep in mind our definition of completion. All required work turned in, graded, and we've met a mastery level of 80%. Just as a side note, often people get stressed thinking that they can't start working on the next module. You absolutely can. I provide our directions for our major project and 1 or 2 assignments in the module already. So you could work on those things and be ready to turn them in once you're able to move to the next module. So I think of our modules kind of like a staircase that's very steep. We can only go 1 step at a time, right? So our first module is Module 1, Orientation. This is our first step. We've got to get here before we can go anywhere else. If you turn in all required work and meet an 80% level in Module 1, Orientation, and you stop there, which I don't recommend, you would be failing the course, right? So we want to go on. The orientation module just sets you up for success in the course. So when we move on to real course content, that's when we start getting those higher grades, right? Our next step is Module 2, Interpersonal Communication and Family Relationships. We start with family because honestly, that's our first relationship, right? And then we add on things, right? So if we turn in all the required work and meet that 80% mastery level, we earn a D in the course. I know that sounds discouraging. Keep in mind, your grade won't go down, right? This is what you've got. You can proceed to the next module once you're able to turn them in. That will get you a higher grade, right? So if you do modules 1 and module 2 only, you're going to earn a D in the course. I assume not a lot of people have a D as a goal. So let's say you're trying to earn a C or better in this course. We've got to get to at least module 3. That's interpersonal communication and friendships. Second type of relationship we develop outside of family, right? If you complete that module by turning in all the work, getting to that 80% mastery level, whether it's the first time or you need to resubmit, you'll earn a C in the course. So modules 1, 2, and 3 equal C, right? So we complete 3 modules for a C. That's a transferable grade. If you choose to transfer to your university, it will follow you. Our next module is Module 4, Interpersonal Communication in Romantic Relationships. I can't say this is the next type of relationship that we develop because we may start work before we have a serious romantic relationship. We may not, right? Again, we're looking at module completion. If you turn in all the work for this module, the required work, and hit that 80% mastery level or exceed it, you've got to be in the course. So 4 modules to complete for a B. Finally, we move to Module 5, Interpersonal Communication in Workplace Relationships. This module is our last module in the course, so you guessed it. If we complete this module by turning in all the work and reaching or exceeding 80% mastery level, we've got an A in the course. I hope this explanation helped you kind of see how this grading system works. Once we boil it down, it's pretty simple. Each module moves you up a letter grade. The more modules you complete, the higher your letter grade will be.